So, welcome. My name's Andrea. I will be your instructor here today with this class with Comeback Yoga. So, Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit dedicated to serving active military, veterans, and their families by providing trauma informed yoga. So, today's class is a 30-minute class focusing on neck and shoulders. It'll still be a gentle yoga class, more specific focus. So, as always, feel free to adjust any of these moves to suit your needs. And let's get started. I'm going to put my cushion aside. I find it helps me actually with my neck and shoulders to sit on a cushion rather than just straight on the floor. Uh, Usually with stretches, it's okay. But as always, if you do want to sit on a cushion while we're seated, go ahead and play with that and see what feels better for you. Uh, so I thought today we would talk a little bit first about you know, the neck, the shoulders, and the chest, and how these different body parts connect with each other and can connect in our movements. So I want to do a little experiment first. So relax your shoulders and just sit. And now begin to tense your shoulders and tense your chest. You don't have to do it too much, it's a bit uncomfortable. And now begin to look around the room. You look at to your side, up. Keep your shoulders and chest tense. I know you wouldn't normally do this, but it's an experiment. So notice how you feel as you look around. You can even notice in your face or your gaze. Now face forward and soften the arms, soften the neck and shoulders. We're going to do that again, but in a different way. So this time, place a hand on your chest and soften the shoulders and soften the neck. And now look around the room. Can leave your arm, well, your hand here on your chest. It can help you keep the chest soft. So notice how you feel this time. Just looking around, turning. And you can look forward. Relax your arms. So I bet you can notice the difference between the first one with the tense shoulders and chest, and that second time, the relaxed shoulders and chest. So you can begin to see then this relationship between the chest and the shoulders and the neck and the head. Meaning, if we're tense in the shoulders and chest, it can lead to more tension in the neck and the head. So if we can learn how to maybe soften the shoulders, it can help ease tension in the neck over time. And same thing, if you're tense in the neck, then that's going to create tension too in the shoulders and chest. So, in working with these isolated movements that we're doing in this class, we're trying to see if we can move our necks, turn and look at things while keeping these shoulders and chest relaxed so that we're not adding extra tension to our days. And hopefully, by the end of the day, you can feel better than you have. All right, so we'll set that aside and we'll start with our plan for today. So I thought today we would work on turning. And we do this lots of time during the day. It's something you hear a sound, and so you turn to look at that sound. Or you see something that interests you, and so we turn to look at that. You forgot something, you turn to grab something. So we're constantly turning um, during our day. So I thought we can explore that a little bit more. Mm. So we're going to do this seated. Relax your shoulders, just face forward. And we're going to start by turning the torso towards one side. So we'll exhale, take an inhale, and then on the next exhale, begin to turn the torso. So turn the neck and the head at the same time. So we're not turning the head first, just keep the chin in line with the chest. So it might not be very big movement. I'll soften the shoulders and soften the hips and just breathe normally. and then come back to center. Let's do the other side towards the door. So exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, begin to turn the torso, keeping the chin in line with the chest. Might not be a very big movement. So we're not turning the head right now. We're just going to focus keeping it in line. And I'll check in with your shoulders. Soften the shoulders. Soften the chest, the hips, and then come back and face forward. So the reason we're going to we're keeping the chin in line with the torso first is that it's easier then to keep that awareness over our shoulders as we turn. And then we'll incorporate the turning the head. So we're going to turn towards the plant side. So inhale, look forward, and exhale, begin to turn the torso towards the plant. Again, keeping the chin in line with the chest. Might not be very big, maybe a small movement. And soften the shoulders, soften the neck, the back, and then turn and face forward. I will turn towards the door. Inhale, look forward, and exhale. Begin to rotate the torso towards the door. Again, keeping the chin in line with the chest. Soften the shoulders, the back, the hips, and just breathe normally. And then inhale, come back to forward. Now we're going to incorporate the neck and the head movements. So first we're just going to turn our head. So we're going to keep the torso facing forward. So face forward. Relax the neck, relax the jaw, relax those cheeks. Then imagine that something catches your eye over there. Begin to turn the head to take a look. Okay, we're going to keep the chest facing forward. Relax the shoulders, soften the chest, and then check in behind the head, right up there, like more where your jaw is, and see if you can soften that part. Just breathe normally, and then come and face forward. Let's turn again towards the plant side. So imagine something there that you want to look at. Begin to turn your head to look, keeping the torso facing forward. Relax the shoulders, soften the neck. It can also help to relax the face, like relaxing the cheeks, the jaw. If you can imagine, we start to tense the jaw. It's right next to the neck, so usually it can lead to neck tension too. And then come forward. Shake out the arms, and we'll turn to the head to the other side. So begin by facing forward. Relax the shoulders, relax the chest, and then imagine something over there is catching your eye and you want to look. So begin to turn the face to look, keeping the chest pointed forward. And now check in with your body. So soften the shoulders, soften the back of the neck. Even check in with your jaw and your cheeks. Notice if you soften your jaw and your cheeks, that helps to soften your back. And then turn the face to look forward. We'll do that one more time on the door side. So again, imagine there's something over there you want to take a look at. You need to turn your head to look. The chest stays facing forward. Just turn as much as it's comfortable. Check in with your body. Soften the shoulders. Soften the back, the hips, and even soften the face. And just breathe naturally. And then turn to face forward. Shake out the arms. We'll put those movements together. So normally we lead our eyes kind of lead our movement. There's something we want to see, so we begin to turn the head, and then the body follows. So we're gonna put those movements like that. The neck turn first, and then we're gonna incorporate the torso. And it'll become a little bit more fluid, but we'll break it down right now. So soften your arms, soften your elbows and hands. Again, imagine there's something over there that catches your interest. And begin to turn your head to look in that direction. Relax the shoulders. Now begin to turn your torso as well. Maybe even turn a little bit more. And exhale. Relax the shoulders, neck, the back. And then come all the way forward. Let's see if we can put it together a little bit more smoothly. Again, think if you want to look towards a plant over there. So begin to turn your head to gaze over there. And then when you feel your torso follow, begin to turn the torso to rotate a bit more. And now soften the shoulders, soften the neck and the back. Even soften the gaze. That can make a difference too. And then when you're ready, come back to forward. Shake out those legs. Shake out the torso. And we'll turn towards the door side. And then we'll set these movements aside and just stretch. So relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. And then begin to turn your head to look towards the door. And then when you feel that spot where your body is ready to turn, begin to turn the torso to rotate a bit more. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck, the back, and just breathe normally. Come to face forward, relax the shoulders, and we'll do that one more time. So as you're ready, imagine you want to go take a look at the door. So begin to turn your head. And then when you feel that, and relax the shoulders. And when you feel that spot where your torso wants to turn as well, begin to turn the torso towards the door. Check in with your body. Soften the neck, the shoulders, the hips. Let's check in with the face. Soften the jaw, the cheeks, even soften your eyes. As you're ready, and come back to center. Shake out the arms. And we'll set those movements aside. We'll come back to them another time. And let's stretch the rest of our bodies. So we'll begin by leaning side to side. So relax your arms by your side. Inhale, extend an arm towards the ceiling. And exhale, lean towards the plant. Soften the shoulders, the hips, the neck, and breathe naturally. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, lean towards the door. So soften the back of the neck, soften the shoulders, the hands, all the way to your legs. Let's see if we can do this movement, timing it with the breath. So inhale, come back to center. Exhale, Lean towards the plant. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean towards the door. One more time. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, lean towards the plant. And inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean towards the door. And inhale, come back center. Shake out the arms. For this next one, extend your arms straight out. Soften the shoulders. Allow the hips to settle on the mat. And begin to turn your hands, kind of making circles with the hands. Kind of warming up those wrists. Change the direction. Curl the fingers in, then point them out. So in and out, kind of flaring up the fingers. Soften the shoulders. I don't know about you, but I notice my shoulders starting to come up. So soften the shoulders. And then inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, bring the arms forward and press the back towards the back wall. And curling the spine. Soften the shoulders, the neck, the face. Inhale, open up the arms. And exhale, bring them forward, curving the spine. Relax the shoulders. Leave some space between your chin and your chest. So we're not really tucking the chin in too much. Just soften the shoulders, soften the chest, and relax your arms down. Let's stretch out those shoulders and upper back next. We're going to come to all fours. Find a comfortable position on the mat. Place your hands on the mat. Soften your knees, your feet. And then inhale, begin to look forward towards the plant. And exhale, press your back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, look forward towards the plant. And exhale, press your back up. Inhale, look forward towards the plant. And exhale, round the spine, press your back up. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, just soften in the pose. So we'll do downward facing dog next. And then after that, we'll do thread the needle to stretch the shoulders. So feel your feet on the mat. Let's tuck the toes. So you place the toes on the ground. We're going to press through the feet. So inhale, look forward towards the plant. Exhale, lift the hips up and back towards the door. Now stretching out the legs. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck and the face. So even here, if we tense up in the shoulders and chest, you may begin to notice more tension in the neck. So even in this movement, we can see if we can soften the shoulders and the chest, even while we're pressing our hands on the floor. And so soften the neck, the face, soften the cheeks and the jaw. And relax your legs and your hips. And then we'll bring our knees to the mat, back to all fours, and shake out those legs. So you can extend one leg behind you, give it a little shake, switch sides, give it a little shake. And now bring your knees wide, maybe as wide as the mat, whatever is comfortable for thread the needle. So place your weight on your left hand, lift the right one, inhale, and then exhale, thread the right arm under the left, then leaning the hips back towards the hips. Then extend that left hand towards the plant. And then rest your forehead on the mat. Let's try this version first. If this is uncomfortable, you can turn the head to look towards the back wall. So pick either one. Adjust your arms. Settle your hands on the ground. So begin to notice your hands on the ground. Begin to place some weight on your hands. And then begin to press your hands onto the mat, kind of lifting the torso just like 1 or 2 inches. And still keep your gaze towards the ground. So we're keeping the head and the chin fairly neutral. Inhale and exhale. Soften the head back towards the floor. Relax the body. Take a couple breaths. And we'll do that again. So begin to place weight on your hands. So notice those hands on the floor. Then begin to press your hands onto the floor. Inhale to lift the torso just an inch or two. Keep your head and your neck neutral. Gaze towards the ground. And then on exhale, lower back down. Softening the shoulders, the arms, the legs. We'll do that one more time, a little bit faster. So place your weight on your hands. Inhale, press your hands onto the mat, lift the torso. And exhale, lower back down. Let that go. And just soften into the stretch. Relax your back, your shoulders, your face, and just breathe naturally. And inhale, come back to all fours, and lift the torso up. Shake out the arm, and shake out the other arm too. We'll shake out the legs, and we'll do the other side. So place your knees far apart, as far as it's comfortable. And now begin to place that weight on the right hand, lifting the left one. Inhale, and then exhale. Thread the left arm under, and begin to lean the hips back towards the heels. And I didn't mention with the first one, sometimes you can try this with the hips up towards the ceiling too. Now settle the arms, the shoulders, and then with the forehead, you can either rest it on the mat or turn to the side to look at the front. Relax the hips, the feet. And begin to bring attention towards your hands. Begin to press your hands onto the floor. And then as you're ready, lift the torso, keeping the head and the neck neutral. So we're not tucking the chin or lifting the head up to look at the plant. We're going to keep our gaze towards the floor. Inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Rest your forehead on the mat. Soften the legs, the arms, the shoulders. And we'll do that again. So place weight on your hands. Begin to press your hands onto the floor, lifting the torso up just slightly. Keep the head and the neck neutral. Gaze towards the ground. Inhale and exhale, lower. Soften the body. Take a few breaths. And we'll do it one last time. As you're ready, begin to notice your hands. Begin to press your hands onto the ground. Inhale, lift the torso. And exhale, lower. Softening the body even more towards the floor. Soften the arms, the shoulders, the hips, and just rest in the pose, allowing the chest to soften, allowing the hands to be heavy on the ground, and breathe naturally. And as you're ready, come back to all fours, shake out the arms, sit on the heels, and bring that torso up, shake out the shoulders. And we'll make our way to laying on the mat for a guided meditation. So if you like, you can begin to lay down on the mat, or you can curl like a little ball and roll on your back to end there. So it's up to you. So come to if you're going to curl like a ball, come towards the plant. Place your feet on the mat. Bring your hips forward towards your feet. Place your hands under your knees, elbows wide. Begin to curl the spine. You can stay like this or lift the heels and walk the toes towards the hips. And balancing on your sacrum. Now from here, check that you have enough space behind you. And if you like, begin to roll on your hips. I have to move my thing. So begin to roll on your back and forth. And whenever you're ready, begin to lay your back on the mat. Soften the feet. Soften the arms, the shoulders. And breathe naturally. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring our knees into our chest. And we turn side to side. And then find a comfortable position for yourself for the next couple minutes. Brief meditation. You can place both feet on the floor, with the knees bent, or extend the legs all the way down. Soften the arms, maybe close the eyes. Allow the feet to just rest. Relax the shoulders, the back, the face. And allow your body to get heavier on the floor with each inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. As light as a feather. Your head is light and weightless. Your arm, your whole body is light and weightless. Now imagine your whole body becoming heavy, as heavy like a weight on the heaviness in all parts of the body. The head is heavy. The arms are heavy. The legs are heavy. Your body is so heavy, it is sinking, resting more and more on the floor. However you are today, remember, you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Invite a sense of ease as you reflect on these words. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. If you like, repeat them to yourself 3 times. This completes our meditation. We will make a gentle transition to sitting and resume our day. Begin to notice yourself in the space you're in. Notice sounds, colors, the feel of the air on your skin. Begin to gently move your body. So wiggle fingers, toes. You can sway side to side. If you like, reach your arms over your head and stretch out long, as if you're just waking up from a long nap or a restful sleep. And then bend your knees and roll over to one side, still resting on the mat. You can rest your head on your arm on the ground and allow your body to remain heavy on the floor. Breathing softly, easy, keeping the body heavy as you breathe. And as you're ready, you can use your hands to press yourself back to sitting. Settle your body, get comfortable. Open your eyes. Maybe take a look around in the space you're in. I want to remind you, as you go about your day, that even though we have these negative things that happen in our lives, they don't negate the positives that are also there and available to us every day. Sometimes all it takes is a moment to pause and take that good moment in, inviting it to linger for a bit longer. So I want to thank you. We have Ehab and whoever else is listening. If you're listening to the recording or here live, I want to thank you for sharing this time with us here at Comeback Yoga. Even though I can't see you, I know you're there. Keep up the good work. And if you enjoy these classes, you can share them with those you think would benefit from them. And consider making a donation to Comeback Yoga in the link in the description. So subscribe, share, and come back again. I hope you have a wonderful day. Ehab, whomever else, you out there. And I will see you soon. Enjoy your day. Bye.